Alright, Hawkins here with Chickenhawkfarmstead. Today's gonna suck. Today, well, yesterday, I guess, we realized that we got our water bill in and realized that it looks like our water pipe is busted somewhere. I turned the house water off, went and checked on it and stuff. Looks like it's somewhere between the, what's it called, the water main, the water meter, and the house. Just from some of the stuff I looked at, it looks like it's right there beside the water main, so hopefully that's it, and we get this done. Unfortunately, too, though, you know, we used like 500 times more water last month on the last bill than we did the previous one, and you think the water company would call you and be like, hey, did you really use 14,000 gallons? But they didn't, so it's been running for, looks like, over a month like this. Yeah, so that next water bill is going to be interesting. Because when I turned it on the other day, I mean, it was running like 10 gallons a minute. So I don't know how bad it's going to be. From just looking at the numbers from the last read to what it is now, it looks like it's around 30,000 gallons. So that should be fun. But we're going to get the OUs, our little backhoe. So, and it's going to be like around 40 today. So at least that's better than it could be. We're going to find out how bad it's going to be. But hopefully this thing will fire up, so I'm going to try to get the side-by-side, get that thing hooked up, get it started, get it over there, and start digging. See how this day is going to turn out. Wife thinks it's going to take a couple hours and we can get it knocked out, and I'm like, just never goes planned like that. So I'm planning for like 8 to 12, just to be safe, and if we get done in 3 or 4, I'll be happy as can be. Because once we get it dug up, it should, you know, find the spot, should be just cutting it to 1-inch PVC pipe, so hopefully that part will go easy. Let's find out. You're back. Are you gonna help me today? Hey, you gonna go help with the water line? I don't think he's gonna help. He might walk around and play though. Alright, let's see if we can get her started. Not good, does it? Yeah, but it's not even.
What's all that? Water or
What? This? Yeah. Dog food, water, grease, everything.
It's all moving. Yeah. A little more.
Not too bad, seeing it's been sitting for 8 months or something. So, a little starter fluid. What was that, minute and a half? I'll take it. Alright, well, it started pretty good and stuff, but go ahead and put some of the seafoam in there. It's been sitting for a while. I'll put some in before it's set. And just because it's going to be running for a bit today, it was not too long. But we'll go ahead and add some more. It's never a bad idea. There you go. Alright. So we got this out here. I'm going to try something different I haven't tried before. Usually I lift up one side, move the tire and the outrigger there, and then you go to the other side. I got these all the way up this time. I got my boom extended out, and I'm going to try to lift up the front, and hopefully I can do it all in one time without having to go back and forth and back and forth. So we'll see how that works out here in just a second. Hey. All right. Here's another thing that is been an awesome update or upgrade to this. Just these little cotter pins.
Buddy.
I think I got them for $1 a piece. All right, so these cotter pins. These things are awesome because they got this big rubber tab there. Before I was having to use my Gerber every time to pull the cotter pin out. Now you can get a hold of these even with gloves. So highly recommend. It's a couple bucks a piece, but well worth it. So okay, I'm gonna start digging here in a second. And like I said, I think here's the meter here, and I think the break is right in here, if not the first joint where I hooked up to their piece of PVC pipe. So the plan is to dig out beside it. That way I can pull that over into it without hopefully messing up the pipe or anything that's there already. If there's a different way, somebody let me know. Fortunately, you can't let me know before I do this part. So it is what it is. I'm not going to have much video of it actually digging probably today because I'm going to listen to my music and keep my earplugs in. Yeah. So sometimes I'll go without my music and record my phone. It's one of those times I'd prefer to just listen to my music and get this stuff done. So we'll be back here in a little bit, and hopefully I'll have some progress, and we won't be stopping here in a minute because I screwed something else up. All right, I know I said there wasn't going to be any video of this thing actually doing any digging, but after I got the initial hole dug down there, the wife volunteered to help, and she said she could run the backhoe. So I said, all right, let's do it. Now keep in mind, this is her first time ever doing it, so I'm trying to help where I can the best I can. But I think she did a really awesome job, so really impressed. And yeah, so we'll go from here, and now you got some video of machine in action, and like I said, with a brand new operator at that. So here we go.
know if you can hear this or not, but she's going to clear that pipe out a little bit more. You can see air's out of the pipe. She doesn't hit it with a boom. I think it's this first connection here, hopefully. I say hopefully because that's what we got exposed. So I got to go down a little bit farther. We'll turn the water back on, see if it's pouring out right there. If it is, cut that. Put some new pieces on and let it set. So hopefully that's all we got. We'll see. Okay. All right. You can see that little connector right there in the center. I think that's where it's leaking. When I was down there trying to clear the mud away from it and stuff, yeah, it was moving. I could tell. So I'm going to turn it on just to verify. And then, yeah, we'll clear this little hole out a little bit more. Cut both sides of that. Put 2 couplers on. And wait a few hours and hope to God it works. So we'll see. Let's turn it on real quick and see what happens. Just in case anybody don't know, you can buy one of these tools. Or, I mean, you can use a wrench and stuff too. These work pretty good. They make them in, I think it's 3 foot and 6 foot. And then down there in your water meter, you can see it. This little part here where they can put a lock on it to lock you out. There's a little tab, you stick it on there and you twist. So let's twist, see what happens. Well, if I can get a grip of it. It's not that easy one-handed. Oh, one more time. And you can hear the water on. And look at that. Now the water in the house is turned off. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it's pouring out of there quite quickly. So that seal is completely gone. Turn this off before I flood my hole out. Oh, and that's the one spot I was worried about this whole system. That should be where I hooked up to the piece of pipe they gave me to hook into. And hey, it wasn't as deep as the rest of it. And they stuck it, I don't know if you see right underneath of that, is a solid piece of rock. So, which is bad too, because then if you drive over this or anything, there's no ground for it to flex into. It just gets smashed into that piece of rock there while the rest of it's flexing. So I tried to take that out. I hit it a few times with the little pickaxe and stuff. I got a chunk of it out from the other side there. You can see where there's kind of straight lines where it broke off. But the rest of it's, yeah, I don't think that's coming out. So it is what it is. But like I said, we'll cut that, re-glue it, and, well, put new pieces on and re-glue it. And like I said, wait a few hours and we'll see what happens. All right, I'm back. All right, you ready? I don't want to do it. Ah! Ah! All right, now the other side. This is stupid. Who did this? Okay. Whew. Oh my God. All right. Oh, I just realized my foot's in like 5 inches of, my foot was sitting in 5 inches of water. Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah, it just moved. All right. All right. So we're gonna let all that drain out. I'm gonna wash the pipes off the water as it comes out, because all the water from here to the house is coming back out right now. So I'll use that, try to wipe this off. Wife is gonna go get some paper towels, and we'll be right back. All right, sorry I didn't get any footage of this part because it was a pain in the butt. But I dug the hole a little lower, so we got, after we got that cut, we were able to get that on, and I just bulldozed as far as I could over here. Got it to barely go in, pushed it back, and it snapped into place. So hopefully that's gonna hold. Put plenty of lube and primer and cement or whatever it is. So hopefully this is gonna set up. Tonight's, it's supposed to be like 47 right now. The low tonight is 32. So we're kind of debating whether we're gonna leave the hole open or not, because we were gonna try to give it like, you know, just probably go ahead and give it overnight, or at least until, you know, the next 6 to 8 hours to set up, and then we'll test it out and see what happens. But sun's behind me. But that's it for now, I think, until we test it out.
You want to mention what was the issue?
No, I don't know. I'll show you what I think was the issue. I'm not really sure. I'll take a look. All right, when they installed this here, our meter, this thing was actually sitting over here. I think you saw it earlier when I kind of showed you. And so this thing goes back and forth. To read it, you'd have to pull it back over. And I think that might have been actually what could have caused it to break its seal. If the seal there already wasn't the best, and then somebody grabbed this and pulled it over, that's a lot of torque you got to twist that pipe and could break that seal. There are little spots on the sides there. It's supposed to hold it out, but it's on soft mud. So I pushed it over that way as best I could and dug out underneath and put a big piece of rock under there to hopefully hold it and keep it that way, and that won't be an issue. So I'm blaming this on the water company, you know, personally. And like I said, they should have let us know when our last bill was like 100 times more than the previous bills. But the blame, it doesn't matter. We got it fixed, hopefully. We're done. Backhoe's definitely paid for itself at this point. The pump over there is definitely paid for itself at this point. The wife's definitely paid for herself at this point, because she's starting to operate this, and teamwork definitely made a difference. So, like I said, that's it for now. Like, share, subscribe. Have a good one. Oh, yeah, after this, we'll do a test tonight. Come out here with a flashlight, turn it on, and hopefully we don't see no water. Later. Alright, well, here we are back 6 hours later. I'm going to turn this bad boy on, and let's see what happens. Got my fingers crossed. You can hear the water running. It's all the way on. And I don't see any leaking. That's awesome. Alright, so yeah, it looks good. Pretty happy about that. So, like I said before, that thing definitely has paid for itself, I think, at this point. Because that's not the first time I've used it. But seeing that this was a Saturday, calling somebody out, dig this hole and do that. I mean, the work down there is easy. It's having the equipment to dig the hole that really makes a difference. So, like I said, I paid $3,200 for that thing. And I think right here probably would have been $500 or something. Let me know what you think this would have cost if I had paid somebody to come out and do this. That way I can let my wife know and let her know that this was worth buying. All right, that's it. Have a good one.